Welcome to
XGV.
Nothing Like It.
Joburg's #1 hit music station, 94.7 Highveld Stereo.
Good evening, good afternoon, good day. This is BXTV. Wherever you might be watching this, you might be watching it at work when you're supposed to be working. So we salute you on that little computer with that crappy little sound system. You know what, whatever works for you. Basically, this is what happens off the air. Stuff that happens behind the scenes. This week, there's going to be a few segments. One of them, Sam Cowan. We go a day in the life of Sam Cowan. Amazing. We also have the first part of a two-part series, which is saying goodbye to Graham Joffe. It's very sad. We also check in with Jordan van der Walt. Remember the little guy that started the Millipup campaign? Very cool. Not the 9 o'clock news is here. It is back. All the latest news in 1 minute of the week. What we're going to start with, we got to a client last week. Bongani Khumalo takes us in his BMW, and it comes stock standard with the Manhattans CD. We couldn't help but chip in. This just happened on the fly. This is the first part of BXTV segment 1. It's called Car Eoki. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to karaoke and Bong sings. To be the rhythm of the night. All we can see is lips. Oh, the rhythm of the night. I've been really trying, baby.
When can you do that?
Trying to hold this feeling.
How was that?
For so long. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Let's go, baby. We don't know those words. Oh, baby, now let's get done tonight. Baby, I can't hold much longer. It's getting stronger and stronger. And when I get that feeling, I want that sexual healing. Sexual healing, baby. There is something I can do. I can get on California. Oh, you are, baby. Honey, I know you'll be there to leave me. Priceless. Did you notice Sam Cowan wasn't in that segment? You know why? Because she was busy shooting a day in the life of herself. Here it is.
This is my house. Hello, Zara. At 4:42. I didn't want to scare you with what I actually looked like 20 minutes ago. This is about as good as it gets. It's time in the morning. Say hello, Seamus. You're on the TV. Hi. Okay, that wasn't really Seamus, that was me. Now we feed the cats. Because let's be honest, a home with happy cats is a happy home. This is chicken and lentils and tomatoes and chilies and other sundry good stuff. And this is my breakfast for later on. And now I start my morning. Okay, so the drive to work's about 15 minutes. I'm lucky enough to live very close. And that entire process that you just saw took 12 minutes. So I'm pretty good at getting it all together very fast in the morning, even if getting it all together doesn't include makeup or actually doing my hair. And that's because there's ETV today and somebody else can do it. So here's the studio. As you already know, you'll have seen this long before. And as you can see, somebody has left me a cupcake. Oh no, wait, they haven't, because there's nothing in it. And this is where we do all our work in the morning. And that's Darren. So hello, Darren. Here we are in makeup. Say hello, Dizzy and Tammy. Hello. Takes 2 people a full hour to make me look good. Okay, so here I am nearly finished. I've still got to do hair, as you can possibly tell, and I don't wear a giant bib on the TV program. So this is me, when 2 people have worked on me and given me a nice jacket. I'm thinking one day when I'm very rich, I will hire these people to live in my house. So I look like this all the time, even when I'm asleep. I'm going to do a show now, see you just now. Yeah. So this is the crew from E. That's Melly and Aaron. They're the people who are in charge. One does sound and one runs everything else. And there's everyone else. Say hi, everyone else.
Hi. Hello, Sam.
Okay, well that was great, thank you. And this is the set. And now Melly's going to mic me up.
I'm one of the few guys that gets to touch Sam however I like.
You claim it, dog.
How do you know it's only a few?
Yeah.
Okay, normally I would let Melly do this, but because this is public television, I'll do it myself. This is, they pay Melly less just to go up my top. Just ask them for extra this week.
I'll do that.
Okay. Okay, so this is what I look like when all the makeup is back off again, and any minute now I'm going to take off all these clothes that don't belong to me and put them back in the wardrobe, which you can't come into because there's lots of other people naked inside it. And then I'm going to go to lunch with Ryan Till, our general manager, and he's going to pay because he sent us on a boring course that none of us wanted to go on, and this is his apology, so see you just now. 200 grams of steak, medium, with grilled mushrooms and stir-fry vegetables. Okay, so this is late at night. It's 10:30. Normally we're in bed earlier, but we went out for dinner with Chris Gibbons, me and Martin. Say hi, Martin.
Hello, Sam. How are you?
Fine, and you? Did you enjoy dinner tonight with Chris Gibbons?
Take it away. Goodbye.
And so what I do before I go to bed is I lay out my clothes for the next day and I pack my gym bag, and then I go through all the current events. I go through Facebook and Twitter to make sure that I know everything about all my friends and everything about what's going on in the world with very important people like Perez Hilton, you know, that sort of thing. And then I go to sleep. So I guess that's it. Good night, day in the life. Good night, bye.
Wow, if I was that guy waking up in that bed, I would literally have to chew this oak off. Listen, come a little bit closer. It's time to get serious. Jordan van der Walt, remember that little kid? He started the Millipup campaign. He wanted to donate a bag of Millipup to everybody. Great initiative. It's called the One Bag campaign. And he came on air and we got a whole lot of Millipup for this young man, and then it got delivered to his school, which is St. John's.
When Jordan came with his idea, I really did actually think that it was quite unique.
Instead of bringing Easter eggs this year, maybe please try bring just one bag of mealie meal instead. And my teacher presented my initiative to my principal, Mr. Lees, and Mr. Lees gave me his full support on it.
This is very different because Jordan's idea is obviously giving all those people in need a real food substance that is going to be so beneficial, whereas Easter eggs are more a nice to have. And when he first approached me, I didn't really think it was going to be too much of a big thing. And then after his interview on 94.7, the response has been absolutely overwhelming.
We've raised about 15 tons. And yesterday we went to go deliver some mealie meal to TLC. We saw the babies and the kids live there. It's going to charities, there's feeding schemes that they have at schools, and it's going out through to all the people that don't have food every day. I'd like to thank Mike Head from Vital Distributions for helping with bringing some trucks to help deliver the mealie meal.
And I would really just like to thank everybody involved, you know, from the tiny little shops to the big companies, and then especially to everyone in the St. John's community. Wow, Jordan, I don't think you thought it would be this big, but it's been absolutely fantastic, and something we definitely need to make sure that it doesn't end, and we'll definitely be doing the same thing next year.
I'm very proud of what I have achieved.
Jordan van der Walt, you're a good young man. Jordan for president, I say you get my vote. Helen Ziller, everyone else. Jordan van der Walt for president. I'll vote for you in 10 years' time, buddy. Hey, it is that time of the show when it is not the 9 o'clock news. Good evening, this is not the 9 o'clock news. Prince William and Kate Middleton are set to wed on the 29th of April this year. They've been going through full dress rehearsals and last night's one didn't go quite according to plan. In fact, things got very ugly when Camilla Parker Bowles turned up. Just when our team, Bafana, start winning on the field, we start losing off it. We have in fact lost the rights to our very own name, Bafana. Safa is desperately trying to come up with a brand new name. Names bandied about is the Sharker Strikers, the Zebras, although I don't think we are black and white enough for the latter. However, the name is supposed to instill fear into the opposition. I'm going with Yellow Jaundice. Imagine facing Ivory Coast and the opposition is Yellow Jaundice. You know what? I think we should give Bafana a break because yes, they don't have the best defense record, but I think there's one national outfit that has a worse defense record than Bafana, the NPA. Charles Schwartzel has become the third South African in history to claim the green jacket at Augusta National Golf Course. Now, if you watch the game, you'd have seen that the American commentators suffered trying to pronounce his name, Charles. They were going Charles. You know what, Charles? I think what you should do with your 10 million rand earnings, go to Home Affairs, buy yourself a vowel and a consonant. Charles. I think they'll cope with that a lot easier. And great news for Mariah Carey. She's pregnant. Apparently, she's been going through a list of names of the possible father. That's it for the 9 o'clock news for this week. Good night. Okay, well, that was that. Now this is this. It's a sad time. You know, like on a TV show, somebody's got to get voted out. And this week, unfortunately, Graham Joffe has been voted out of the show. Well, not actually. He resigned. And we're going to miss you lots, Gray. We love you lots, my boy. Here's some of Graham Joffe's finest moments in part one of a two-part segment. Beautiful!
That's got to be over. It doesn't really matter because I've got a long distance relationship anyhow. I'm here and my girlfriend's in the future. The job is my boy.
You, Graham? Haha, I'm gonna miss you, Graham, but not that much. Think I'm gonna cry over you? Forget it. Breakfast TV. Join us next week for another episode.
Welcome to
XTV.
Nothing Like It.
Joburg's #1 hit music station, 94.7 Highveld Stereo.